Our objective for today is the same one as yesterday. I can simplify exponential expressions with fractional exponents. And the essential question yesterday was, what happens when an exponential expression has a fractional exponent instead of an integer exponent? At the end, answer that question in the summary section of your notes. The question is, what happens to an exponential expression that has a fractional exponent instead of a integer exponent? You don't have to copy this. Just think about it. Think about it. What happens with an exponential expression that has a fraction for an exponent instead of an integer? We already know what happens, right? So all you have to do is write it on your own in the summary at the end. Okay, let's move on. So yesterday, the previous day, we finished our Fourier model. We got some steps in. Is that correct? And then we got some reviewing from previous years, prime and composite numbers, factor trees. Remember that? Then we got to this part where I gave you guys the example with fractional exponents. We did some practice. Is that correct? We did some of these, and we got to this part. Is that correct? And then we decided that the one on the right was the easiest one to use the method. We did something like this, and we did something like this. Is that correct? And you guys did this one on the iPad. Is that correct? Yes, right? Yeah. And then we got to, I think, to this one. This one was the last one. Is that correct? All right. So copy that one so at least you have it on your paper, but work it out on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and push the Nearpod screen to you. So lock your toolbar and work it out on the screen. But first, copy it on your paper. Okay? Copy that. Work it out. Go. So, this, the first thing we do is rewrite. Is that correct? This becomes 27 to the 1/3 times to the 4th. This becomes cube root of 27 and all that to the 4th power. Cube root of 27 is 3 because number times itself 3 times. That's what the index tells us. 3 times is 3, all that to the 4th power, and 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, that is 81. So far, so good? Okay. All right. Let's do some more practice. We covered this one, didn't we? No? Okay. So copy this one. Example 3A. Don't copy the verbiage, but copy the formula, please. Yeah, copy the formula on your paper. Example 3A. It says, given a cube with surface area S, so the S stands for surface area, and volume V, so V stands for volume, of the cube can be found by using the formula V equals S divided by 6, parentheses, to the 3/2 exponent. Are we there? So it says, find the volume of the cube when the surface area is 54. So what is S? 54. Because it stands for surface area. So therefore, let's do this one together. We put V equals parentheses. Instead of S, we're going to write everyone 54 over 6, close parentheses, to the 3/2. So far, so good? Okay. V equals, what is 54 divided by 6? 9, parenthesis, 3 over 2. Does this look familiar? Yeah, so now we simplify this, right? We need to rewrite this. Tell your neighbor how to rewrite 9 to the 3/2. Go. All right, Julia, what did your neighbor say? How do you rewrite it? Okay, before that. We need to rewrite it before the radical. It becomes what? 9 to the what?
It's 1/2
Right? Everybody got that, right? And that tells us that we know what to do with this at that point. So therefore this is v equals, this becomes what? What does it become? Square root of 9 and all that to the third power. V equals, square root of 9 is 3, and cube, what is 3 cubed?
27.
So V equals 27. Now let's answer the question. What was the question? It says, find the volume of the cube surface at a meter squared. So it's 27 meters squared. Make sure you're accurate for practice standard number 6. Attend to precision. All right, let's move on. Now, you saw some of those in the home play, right? Where they give you a formula, you substitute, and all you have to do is simplify. All right. Copy this one, please. Example 4A. Now, this one is not in the book. The book's not going to ask you to answer these kind of problems, but this is more like Algebra 2, so I'm trying to get you guys to the next step, right? So, example 4A says simplify, and it's 4th root of a to the 4th, b to the 20th. Let me zoom in. Pens down, eyes up here. So check this out. Look what happens. Pens down, eyes on the screen. Here it goes. Talk it over with your neighbor. What happened? All right, I heard you divide the exponents by the index. Copy that, please, and then we're going to do some more practice. Pretty straightforward, right? Yes, Mr. Q. All right, good. Underneath that, write example Q. Let's do 6th root of x to the 12th, y to the 30th, z to the 60th, and q to the, give me a number? 24. What? Detention, just like that. Copy that one, see if you can do that one by yourself, please. Kobe Bryant, my goodness. X to the 2nd, y to the 5th, z to the 10th, and q to the 4th. Hands if you got that? We got that, right? All right, so let's move on. Copy this one. Example 4B. Oh, let me zoom in. There it is. Example 4B says simplify, and we got x to the 6th, y to the 4th, all that to the half power. And then we got times square root of y to the 2nd. And we're going to do this one together, since we already know how to do both, right? Yes, Mr. Q. All right, good. So, first things first. Notice that now we have two expressions combined. Whenever you have two expressions side by side, there's an operation here. What is that operation? Multiplication. So remember that. So we're going to focus on the first expression. What is this? This is power of powers. Is that correct? So do we know what to do there? Yeah, distribute. So 1/2 of 6 is what? 3. Oh, sorry. 1/2 of 4 is 2. Bring down the multiplication sign. And what is the invisible index here? 2. So what happens to these? Divide. So we're left with y to the 1st. Now, are we done? No, because here we still can simplify because these are the same basis. So we're left with x cubed y to the third. Let's do another one of these. Example super Q. Parenthesis a to the 12th, y to the 6th, close parentheses, to the 1/3, and 5th root of a to the 45th. See what you get. Yeah. Where? A to the 12th. Wow, my nice writing. Copy that. See if you can do that by yourself. Go. All right, check with neighbors, see what they got. Ah, okay. Mia, what'd you get? I couldn't hear. A to the what? 13. And y to the 2nd. Hands if you got that. Looks about right. Now be careful here when you're distributing fractions to whole numbers. Always remember that if we have a whole number times a fraction, remember, instead of writing a 1, remember only to multiply times the numerator and then just do the division. Does that make sense? So this is 12 divided by 3 is 4, right? So this becomes a to the 4th, y to the 2nd, times a to the 9th, because 45 divided by 5 is 9. So far, so good? Yes. All right. So with that said, let's do some more practice. Let me get a Nearpod. We got, let me forward this. Okay, so you got here 5 different ones to see how you do with those. And I'm going to push those to your screen on the iPad, so lock the toolbar when it appears. And work on those, please. Copy them and go. Once again, as soon as you're done with those 5, there's 4 more up on the screen. Copy those and simplify. Go. All right, so home plate. Home plate for tonight. My goodness. Is found on pages what? 45 and 46. All right. Enjoy your home plate, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Reminder, there's no tutoring today. I was here yesterday, but today I have a meeting. Okay? Have a good one. Bye.